Backing it and make it clear, it's your host Rob Lowe giving y'all that last March Madness update you needed. Even if you ain't know you needed it, you know now. D was good, bro. How you feeling?
What's good, man? And what's good with the people? Y'all already know the end of March Madness season, Final Four about to kick off. It's the WNCAA about to get real. Playoffs coming up. It's about to get jiggy, man. It's about to get jiggy.
Yeah, it's about to get crazy. April for basketball, niggas know what time it is. Let's talk about this shit. Let people know how shit been going up to this point. Now, I came out with the name right with the caption. Anybody but Duke. Y'all know I ain't no fan of no Duke Blue Devils, but I gotta say I was impressed with what they did coming out last night versus Alabama. Mark Sears, you disappointed me. You was out there bricking. I called you Lord Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson wouldn't have did that. That's all I'm gonna say about Mark Sears. But Cooper Flag and them, they tough. Getting to watch Cooper Flag more and more. He definitely a two-way player, you know what I'm saying? He play both sides of the ball. He will ISO, but he not gonna go crazy with the handle. He might go at you through the post, through the triple threat type shit. So he got some different shit in his bag. Where I'm saying like, yeah, he the clear number one pick. I could definitely say that.
Okay. So I gotta bring it up because I was wrong, Rob. I was wrong, and these boys was rocking ever since day one, ever since the bracket kicked off, and that's Florida, man. They got Merlin up out of there, even though that was hard to watch. Then they go to Texas. Texas get them up out of there. I gotta give them props where I didn't. I thought Florida would get Nick booped up out of there, but them boys aggressive. They hungry. They fighting. So yeah, shout out to Florida, man.
Yeah, Florida tough. Will Clayton Jr. number one. He'll get straight to a buck. I didn't even realize he had 30 in that last game till I looked up at the stats and shit. But he was cooking. He reminded me of Devin Booker a little bit when he with that number one, get that shot off that high release type shit. I could see it a little bit. But they got the two big men down low too. They be playing volleyball, just getting rebounds, blocking shots, all type of shit at the rim. So I
Hmm.
fuck with Florida. Florida and Auburn is the two teams that I cashed in on off the Final Four. Those is my two picks to come through. Auburn, Auburn the best team of the country, man. They the best of the country. They fought a little bit with Michigan State, but even that game, they was showing levels. Like early on, they was just running and gunning with them boys. Like damn, they ran them off the floor. They still ain't stopped my boy Pettiford. I'm telling y'all, he the best player on that motherfucking team. The little hezzy little step through jump, the other little pull up three, cuz tough with it. Number zero, Broom cool too. The double doubles and shit. Back to back, they got shooters. Yeah, I got Auburn taking the chip.
Ooh, we going right to that. Okay, before I get to that, I
Yeah.
want to shout out. I want to shout out BYU. BYU made it to the Sweet 16, even though they got knocked out by Alabama. But I believe he's the number one prospect. He number one prospect is going to BYU next year. The boy AJ. So
Hmm.
that's we're gonna get into that later. But that's a nice little climb for BYU. But since we going with picks and all. I'm going Houston, baby. I'm going Houston. I'm going to defense. I'm going defense. Defense won championships, man. I'm rocking
Mm.
with. I like how you explain. I like Florida. They had to come to me around. Had to come around to me. Auburn, I saw them off the gate. Doing what they doing. But Houston, being Tennessee like that, man. I'm looking at Houston to be a threat, man. Even though I know Duke ain't no slouch, they got Proctor, Cooper Flag over there, and all. They got the names. They got the names over there. Shout out to the head coach over there for Duke and turning around like this also. But I'm going with Houston, man. I'm going with defense.
Yeah, that's a fact. Duke been able to turn it around better than Kentucky did without their coach. They lost with Coach K. Calipari left and shit. Duke holding it down. Can't lie, but
Mm.
that's okay. That's tough though. Houston definitely ain't beating Auburn in no chip. Come on now, right? They run it too fast for the boy. You think they slowing down Auburn? I seen what they did to my Tennessee boys though.
60 what? 69-50? Sound
Mm.
like that.
Yeah, they had 14 in the first half. Tennessee.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man, listen. One thing I'm gonna rock with is defense. Houston got it. I know Auburn got, they've been on showing on high cylinders ever since the beginning of the season with Boom and all them. But Cali, I fuck with Cali, the three master. I don't know, man, but all the names and all the threes and all that sounds sweet. If you lock that shit up, if you lock that shit up, you can't do none of that. So I'm rocking with Houston, man.
The Houston Press. I can't remember.
No, but 14 points first half. They not play sound defense. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. And then they play
I was hoping
sound defense.
they was pressing for real, for real. I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead
They
though.
play sound defense. Well, I ain't gonna say they play sound defense, but they've been playing sound defense in the playoffs and most clutches games throughout here since the first game all the way to Tennessee. So I'm rocking with Houston, man. Best defense, man.
Damn. I didn't expect that one. All right, that's a good pick right there. That's a good pick, but I still got Auburn on this jump. Shout out to Derek Queen though. We doing shout outs and shit. The little off the glass jump. Everybody want to say travel. I don't know why the fuck everybody want to say that shit. My man Clay off the left foot. Nah, that's tough. That's tough. Cuz gonna be a top five pick, like we was talking about. I want to see who gonna end up getting him. His coach left too. The coach that was talking about him, he ended up going to well, he went to Villanova to go for Jay Wright.
Okay. See if they turn Villanova back around to them Jaws Hotts and Jalen Burnson days and all that. Okay.
Facts. So I mean, yeah, I'm going with Houston over Duke too. Anybody but Duke out this motherfucker. Of course, I got Auburn. You know what I'm saying? I got Auburn, Houston.
Now,
Fine.
yeah, with the Auburn and Florida game, I'm going Auburn. I'm going Auburn. Uh, I think I I don't think they're gonna give them the formula, but they're gonna give them a package of ways though Houston could take some from the Florida game against Auburn if Auburn beat Florida and be able to use that against Auburn for the championship.
We gonna see. We gonna see. Let's get to the ladies right quick. See what they got going on their side. They had a couple games today. Got some smoke going on out there. What you think, D?
Man, it's too much to break down on the ladies' side. We talking about TCU, but bad. She making a comeback out the playoffs, leaving LSU to go to TCU. People thought that was a bad move, and look where she at now, people. So shout out to Van for doing that joint. And we see what LSU just lost to UCLA. Monroe, man, I heard you declare for the WNBA draft. So shout out to you. You know, you had a hell of a career at the collegiate level. So it's a lot going on. You got USC going against UConn with no Juju. That shit hurt you, but at the same time, it's like shit. You got Juju injured, and you got Kiki going up that joint. So say if UConn win again and Juju gonna stay for another year to try to go. It's a lot of questions going on that
Yeah,
we need to know on this side, people. Hey, Maryland lost against South Carolina. That was a tough one. Once again, the women's side. But just like the coach said, the women's head coach for Maryland said, how you say her name? Woolley? How you say the girl name?
I couldn't even tell you.
The one with the cornrows who got the nice game with South Carolina.
I could tell you more about Notre Dame coach. Notre Dame coach bad.
All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
But no, these good games though, these good games. Paige went the fuck off last game. UConn, she had 40. Most of them Jones came in the fourth quarter too. She buried them for real, cooking, hitting all them threes and shit. She crazy with it. But hey, shout out to Juju though. Get well soon, cause yeah, Juju would have seen that and fuck around and got 50 versus UConn. Stop playing with you. We know what time she on. So when she get back, we're gonna talk more about that. But like I was saying before, Kiki tough. I wanted Kiki to get more involved in the offense anyway. So I see 23 and 55 out there. I think number 11 be playing that defense too on the perimeter, getting them steals and shit. So they gonna be tough for UConn. They gonna be tough. Uh, UCL is really I'm saying the big girls coming out winning for real, for real. Betts, Bettis from it's Betts from UCLA. She was cooking versus LSU. I want to see her versus Shawty from TCU, Prince. Cause Prince got some game. Like she got a little wiggle with the jump. She got a little, you know what I'm saying, defense, blocking shots at the rim type shit. I want to see them two go at it. Cause Betts really they be talking about her like National Player of the Year type shit. So I want to see them get bumped. And yeah, TCU, they got to get big credit. They proved us wrong. We was talking big shit like, oh yeah, how Notre Dame get ranked lower than TCU, all this shit. I'm talking about Haley gonna have a tough night versus her doggo. She gonna lock that. Haley say fuck all that. When she had 24-8 controlling the whole motherfucking pay. They couldn't get back in the game. She wasn't turning the joint over. She was running the whole clock, the whole jump. So shout out to Haley and them, like you said.
Yeah, yeah.
So what we looking at now? What we looking at? They got the other games tomorrow night. Texas versus TCU. Madison Booker tough. I be talking about Shawty, but I ain't really see nothing too special around her. Man, you gotta prove me wrong. I'm gonna go with TCU on that one. I take the upset. They played through Prince and Van Lift. I take them. What's the other game? Wait for you words to come back. Oh yeah,
Mm.
USC versus UConn. I don't even want to pick that game. I'm mad still.
What, that Juju not she out?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because we know who would have won.
No, we don't. No,
We
we
know
don't.
it.
We thought the same shit last year.
That's true. That's true.
So I
That's the
can't never
shame of
count
it.
UConn
That's the
out.
shame of it. Like niggas really
Yeah.
got the rematch, same
And what,
spot and all that.
that shit hurt. That shit hurt. So, that what makes me question you. Well, I know she gonna come back for another year, but that shit hard to get because she might not get that rematch again. This page last year. So you ain't gonna get that rematch against Pace to beat UConn and feel that, what I'm saying, relieve of being the team that you lost against that won the championship. That shit hurts.
It
That
ain't
shit
gonna be the
hurts.
same. It ain't
It
gonna be the
won't
same.
be the same. But you can still go out there and win one though. I'm not saying that you can't, but it ain't gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same. But damn man, I'm about to go with UConn for this game against USC though. Definitely with Paige. Paige buckets.
Yeah, yeah. Shawty tough. Motherfucking who was that we just talking about too? TCU. Um when they had beat Notre Dame, I was watching Notre Dame was stacked though. The more and more I started watching them, they had a rack of players.
Mhm.
Olivia Miles is hurt though. Goggles, she had the ankle injury, so she wasn't all the way 100%. But the whatever percent she was, I see why she the second pick. She came down and hit one jump, little in and out, snatch back to the three. and pulled the string on that motherfucker. Ain't even have to follow through or nothing. That thing was clean as a whistle. I'm trying to tell you. And then what other time she got the rebound off the glass? She coming down, dribbling down, fixing the goggles like I see you early. Then did the no look. I say, oh, she tough. She tough.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why that's the number one competition for Paige in that draft. You know what I'm saying, for that number one pick. But I don't even think she declared yet though. I think she's still a junior, so she might end up coming back.
What you talking about, Paige?
Nah, goggles.
Northern Dame. Yeah, losing like that because they thought they'd have a better, chance to get into a championship. So that, that's one reason that make you stay and try again and get to a Final Four. So, yeah, man, I can see that happen. I definitely can see that happen.
Flage going to the draft. Morrow going to the draft. It's gonna look different next year. It's gonna look different next year. We're gonna need some new stars. Or we're gonna need to pay attention harder. One of the two.
We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. The stars is in the making, man.
That's a fact. So out of who we got left, who your champ?
Final Four for the women's champion. I'm say for the end of the show. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Cause I'm liking Texas and Booker and them, but you got UConn, the reigning champ, still there. South Carolina, hungry.
UConn with Paige. Paige, I mean, we know she's gonna be the number one pick, so she got to be the best player.
We ain't even, yeah, I can't make a pick yet, man. We ain't even get down to the Final Four yet.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But still, it come down to UCLA and TCU to me. UConn in the mix too, though.
I'm saying UConn, South Carolina.
Yeah, I might gotta wait on that too.
Come on, man. That ain't no easy pick. And then USC might win.
If they do it for Juju,
USC might win because Juju wasn't the only person on that team that took that L last year.
facts.
So I know Kiki the only one who transferred. I mean, the big name that transferred and all that, but there's still girls over there that's hyped for this game and, might put some straps on them just like Houston might do for their Final Four. Man.
We gonna see it. We gonna see it. I got to tap in on that side. We gonna get to this new ruling in college sports, not just college basketball. A judge just ruled that NCAA transfers and high school athletes can negotiate their NIL deals before they officially commit to their new schools. So I didn't even know this was a rule for real, for real. I was thinking about it like I ain't never heard nobody get caught trying to negotiate some shit early, get a little penalty and nothing like that. But I guess they saying kids was talking about some shit under the table. They was getting there and it wasn't what it was for real, for real. So what you think about it?
Yeah, that's what basically came down to. Just to put in more detail, what I was thinking was I feel as though kids was looking more towards how much money they could get from a school for depend just to bring an example up, like the boy from BYU, that's going to BYU, AJ, right? I know they got a good system over there. Like I just shouted out, they made it to the Sweet 16, but at the same time, he's going for the money. He ain't going like, for instance, I don't want to throw this out there, but it gotta be known, people. When people got better, when colleges got better facilities than other colleges, you might lean to the one that got better facilities. Now the lower one that got worse facilities, but they just giving you the money and you know you can move out in a year to go to a different college. Now them younger, I mean, now them smaller colleges could be in the ballpark with the big ones, right? So now I feel as though they trying to separate that, whereas though when students or players, go on those visits and they see the difference between this college and the small college, and they can't make that decision of the contract, yeah, how much money they getting. They only could go off the, that visit. I feel as though they pushing, towards the more 4A or, the high level colleges than the lower colleges.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree with you. I'm trying to make sure I understand what you're saying, but I don't feel like this new rule gonna push down the small schools because when you can negotiate, it's gonna be like free agency now. So if Alabama got 10 receivers that want to transfer there, this is random as shit. Alabama got 10 receivers that want to transfer there. 5 of them want 2 mil. You know what I'm saying? 5 of them want half a mil type shit.
But let
Now
me
they get to make their decision and pick like, okay, well we'll take this, him, and him, and then the other people going to start negotiating with somebody else.
let me get this straight though. So the ruling is though, I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting the ruling right. Is that you can't negotiate the contract before you make the commitment,
Now
right?
the ruling is now you can negotiate.
Oh, you can negotiate the contract before you make the commitment to the college.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay, well, shit, yeah, that gives the smaller schools a better chance in the ballpark. That flips everything I was saying into the opposite.
I
Cause
that I agree with you there. We on the
yeah, I
same
thought,
page there.
yeah, I thought it said it wasn't, but yeah, if they giving them the chance to before they even come out like, yo, we giving you 2 mil for 2 years. I mean, 10 mil for 2 years. And so yeah, I'm agreeing with you now because you go to Alabama, and you might get 5 million for 2 years, and you be a third string, but you could get 10 million for 2 years. And no disrespect to the college I'm about to throw out, but you get to, go to a boozy state or something, you know what I'm saying? And you first string and you get a
Nah,
little,
you can't throw my
recognition.
man. That's your boy Jenny College. You
Hey,
gonna
I ain't
throw him
got
out
no,
there
no.
like,
It don't gotta
oh,
be running
oh.
back. It don't gotta be running back. I'm just trying to give an example. Just trying to give an example. You know what I'm saying? And get your recognition that way and build your name, build your your brand that way, and then move on, and then you already got your brand wherever big college that you follow. So yeah, it feels as though they're giving more of the player, more of a leeway with this contract.
Yeah, it's definitely more leeway for the players. Hopefully, they could get more shit like set in stone, real contracts and shit, so they ain't gotta worry about niggas flipping and doing some funny shit. But on this point, though, it's just crazy how quick and how wild the NCAA flipped about this money. They made that decision and they ran with it, bruh. In every sense of the word, they like, hey, look, y'all could get money here. Y'all ain't gotta go nowhere else. You know what it was? The NBA putting that pressure on them with that G League. They ended up getting a couple of their top prospects. They got like Scoot Henderson, Jonathan Kaminga and shit. They was getting other players, you know what I'm saying, top 20, top 30 type shit too. And so now, niggas, They taking the covers off of college sports for real. They showing it for what it really is. It's professional sports. It always was. When you can make this amount of money off of something, it's professional. And so that's how they got to be addressed now. That's all I see to it.
Nah, for real, for real. For example, McMillan from Rutgers, the girl baller, she went into the portal. You know what I'm saying? So for her, you know what I'm saying, leaving Rutgers, I think her options like Illinois, St. John, you know what I'm saying, little bigger time school. She might fuck around and go to UConn or USC. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But she built that name up,
Her and
and
Juju in the same backcourt, that's a chip.
that's a chip.
Chip.
I don't know, man. I feel as though the big time schools ain't fucking with her because she like to dance with that joint. But I fuck with it, so I don't got no
Yeah.
problem with it. But yeah, man, I feel as though that's a good example of where with the changing of the rule, you know what I'm saying? Because she got what 6 schools or 7 schools listed, and she don't have to make that commitment just because of a dumb rule. Now she could take her time and see who give the best offer, just like free agency in the NFL, NBA.
Nah, facts though, facts. And I want to throw one other point out there. Our man's Chase Forte, we interviewed him on the show before. He going into the portal. He had made like a post about a junk about this topic. I ain't got it in front of me, but he was basically saying NIL getting crazy. Certain players is using it. You know what I'm saying, for just the money type shit. They just like playing with the situation, but he doing it for the love of the game. The money gonna follow type shit. So we gotta get him back on the show and have him, you know what I'm saying, explain his point of view on that, and we get more into that conversation because he gonna transfer again too. So he in that mix right now where he getting them offers. So y'all gonna get a good picture of that. But let's get to the last topic, man. Let's get to the NBA to close it out. The Cavs beat the Clippers 127, 122. Hey, I was going with the Clippers. I had to change it at the last minute. I got that bad news. That bad news that don't nobody want as an NBA fan. Kawhi Leonard was out. And I was listening to the Clippers broadcast and shit. They was like, yeah, we ain't see him get hurt during the game. The trainers ain't really see nothing. He just said, yeah, his shit wasn't right that day. So hopefully he's straight going forward. But he must have gave his powers to Norman Powell on this day, bruh. That nigga must have gave him the motherfucking Space Jam code or something, cause he came out cooking 24 the first half, hit jumpers from all type of angles and shit. He was the one that damn near kept him from getting blown out for real, for real. Zubac was working, but it's him versus Allen and Mobley out there, jump. It was too much. It was too much. They just like cruised down the stretch. The Clippers still fought back because they won 10 out the last 12. So they a good team. They feel good about themselves, but Kawhi just pulled the rug from out from underneath them, bro. Because they just beat the Cavs, matter of fact. Could have swept them. You muted.
I'm getting nervous, Rob. I'm getting a little nervous for my Celtics boys over there, man. I'm not gonna lie. Cavaliers putting this thing together. See, one thing I do understand, just like you understand in the WNCAA, the people down low is a difference. They make a difference. And Jared Allen right now with Evan Mobley, they making a difference. So I can't look past that when you got fucking Al Horford and Porzingis on the other side and shit. And I got all respect for Porzingis, but Al Horford, I don't know about that one. So I'm looking at the Cavs of being a good threat. I know Kawhi Leonard
Do
ain't
that
played this
for
game.
every year. And every year in the playoffs, you'd be like, I was wrong, Al. You a vet down low. You be hitting your little threes and shit.
Hey, hey. But no, man, I understand Kawhi Leonard was out, but he wasn't checking Evan Mobley or Jerry Allen. So you couldn't stop that. Clippers, Norman Powell, you bring it up. He cooked in James Harden. I think he had 24. So they were still there, but they was missing a piece. They was missing a piece. And Donovan Mitchell, he had 24 right with the big man. So they was just all clicking on. The Cavaliers looking scary, man. They looking scary. With picking up DeAndre Hunter, I know he ain't really getting the mix yet, but a good 10 points from him, that's good. So I feel as though they working over there. I'm out to pay attention to the Cavs a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. That 10 right in line with what they need from Hunter. Anywhere from like 10 to 20 would be key for them. He played that defense too. What I was about to say though, oh yeah, Donovan Mitchell, Spider Man. This a different Spider Man this year. The more and more I'm watching the Cavs, he getting off that jump quicker. He looking to set up his teammates more like he playing more of a point guard role for real, for real. And he not forcing as many shots. And I want to see, is that going to continue in the playoffs? I hope it is, but I know Donovan Mitchell. He like to shoot that motherfucker in the playoffs. What he like second or third behind Luca, all time points per game in the playoffs? Cause when they come to that, he be the show. So I want to see is they gonna keep playing team basketball, especially versus the Celtics when they start putting that pressure on them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel as though he gonna have to be the show to get those fouls and ones to get people off the court and get them on the bench. Be a little bit more aggressive. I ain't saying that he got to take away the team play all the way. Just be a little bit more aggressive on that point.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be moments if you're gonna beat the champs. But hey, that's just a little preview for y'all. We got time. We got about 2 weeks to the playoffs. 3 weeks. We got 2 weeks to that basketball game too. Everybody pull up on us. I'm seeing the comments. Niggas is hype. You know what I'm saying? Everybody try to pull up, get some bump. We hooping out there. What is it? April 12th. You remember the address? Where we at with it?
We got 2,500. I don't know, but it's Banneker.
Old Banneker, right?
Yeah, it's at Banneker Rec Center. You type in Banneker Rec Center. That's the one we at. We not at the skating park joint. But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have the cold water out there. We're gonna have the refreshments. You know what I'm saying? Might have some grilling out there joint. Pull up. You never
Oh
know, man.
shit.
You never know with facts and stats. So
Oh
yeah, man, make sure
shit.
y'all pull up, man. Get
The
right with it.
crowd get fed.
You know what I'm saying?
We get some tone, little DJ. Oh, see, this the type of shit I got to know. Low. Peace.